Hey everyone, welcome back to Learn English Buddy. I'm Emma.
And I'm Daniel.
Daniel, let me ask you something right away. Do you have a morning routine? Like, do you wake up, make coffee, get dressed? The same things every single day?
Almost everyone does, right?
Right. And here's what's interesting. Your morning routine? It's actually one of the best tools you have for learning English. And today, that's exactly what we're doing. We're going to talk through a whole morning routine in English together. Relaxed, easy, no stress.
And by the end, you're going to have real vocabulary and real phrases you can actually use.
So before we start, Daniel, why is talking about a morning routine so good for English practice?
Because it's real life. It's something you already do every single day. So the English connects to actions you already know.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the thing. When you learn vocabulary about something you do every single day, something you already know, your brain connects the words to real memories, real feelings, real actions. That makes it so much easier to remember.
That's so true. It's not like memorizing a list of words you've never seen before.
Exactly. You already know what it feels like to wake up. You already know what coffee smells like. So when you hear, "I hit snooze 3 times," you understand it immediately because you've lived it.
I love that. Okay, so that's why we're doing this. Let's start at the very beginning. Waking up. All right, so Daniel, what's the first thing you do in the morning?
Honestly, I hit snooze more than once.
Oh, same. Okay, so hit snooze. That's the button on your alarm that gives you a few more minutes of sleep. Snooze. Snooze. Say it with us. Snooze.
And hit snooze just means you press that button. I hit snooze twice this morning. Really natural phrase.
Okay, so then what? You finally wake up. What do you do?
I get up, I splash some cold water on my face, and then coffee, immediately.
Okay, get up. That's different from wake up. Wake up means your eyes open, your brain is awake. But get up means you actually leave the bed. So you might wake up at 7, but not get up until 7:15.
That's such a good point. And splash water on my face. That's a great natural phrase. You splash water, meaning you throw a little water quickly. Not shower, just a quick splash.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, give me an example.
Every morning, I splash cold water on my face to wake up properly.
Perfect. Cold water, by the way. So good for waking up. Okay, after you get up, what about getting ready? Like, what do you do to prepare for the day?
So I brush my teeth, wash my face, get dressed.
Wait, say more about that. Get dressed. This one sounds simple, but let's make it real. You can say get dressed or put on your clothes. And you can be more specific. I put on my jeans and a t-shirt. Or I got dressed quickly because I was late.
Right. And one more phrase people use, get ready. Like, I got ready in 10 minutes. That means the whole process, shower, clothes, everything.
Okay, let's slow down here and do something practical. I want you to say this sentence out loud. Actually say it, don't just read it. Every morning, I get up, splash water on my face, and get ready for the day.
Say it 2 or 3 times, slowly first, then a little faster.
Don't worry if it feels strange at first. That's normal. You're building muscle memory for English. Totally fixable with practice.
All right, now let's talk about breakfast. Do you eat breakfast, Emma?
I do, but I make coffee first. Always coffee first.
Same. So, make coffee. Super common phrase. You make coffee, you brew coffee, you pour a cup of coffee. All natural.
Okay, what about food? What are some breakfast words people should know?
So, the basics: toast, eggs, cereal, oatmeal, fruit, yogurt. And verbs: you toast bread, you fry an egg, you pour cereal.
The verbs are so important. I fried 2 eggs. I toasted some bread. I poured a bowl of cereal. See how the verb changes depending on what you're making?
Exactly. And here's a phrase I love: grab something to eat. It's very casual. I didn't have time for a real breakfast, so I just grabbed something to eat.
That's huge. That's the kind of phrase you hear in real conversations all the time. Grab means to take quickly and informally.
I grabbed a banana on my way out. Perfect natural English.
And that's such a real morning phrase, too. A lot of people don't sit down for this perfect breakfast. They just grab something and go.
Exactly. And that's why this kind of vocabulary sticks. It matches real life.
Okay, let's put it all together. Here's a little morning routine story. Listen carefully. We'll go slowly. This morning, I woke up at 7, but I hit snooze twice. I finally got up at 7:20. I splashed cold water on my face, brushed my teeth, and got dressed. Then I made coffee and toasted some bread. I didn't have much time, so I grabbed my coffee to go and headed out the door.
Beautiful. Did you catch all of that? If you missed something, no problem. Go back and listen again. That's exactly how you use a podcast for learning. Listen, pause, repeat.
All right, now Daniel and I are going to have a real conversation about our mornings. Your job? Just listen. Don't try to translate every word. Just let the English wash over you. Okay?
Okay, Emma, what was your morning like today?
Honestly, it was a slow one. I woke up before my alarm, which was nice. I lay in bed for a few minutes, just kind of existing. You know that feeling?
Oh, I know that feeling. Just staring at the ceiling.
Exactly. And then I got up, made my coffee. I take it black, no sugar. And I sat by the window for a little while. It was quiet, really nice.
That sounds lovely. I had the opposite. My alarm went off and I was already behind. I jumped in the shower, got dressed super fast, and basically ran out the door.
Did you eat anything?
I grabbed an apple. That was it.
Classic. Okay. Did you notice some phrases in that conversation? Lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, jumped in the shower, ran out the door. These are all really natural, really common expressions.
And none of them are things you'd find in a textbook, right?
Right. That's the point.
And here's something else. Notice that the conversation wasn't complicated. It was simple, but it still sounded natural.
Yes, that matters so much for A2 to B1 learners. You do not need big words to sound real. You need familiar words used naturally.
Exactly. Small phrases, real situations. That's where confidence starts.
Hey, quick pause here. If this is helpful for you, the best thing you can do is subscribe. We make new episodes every week, and every episode is relaxed, real English, just like this. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. It really helps us keep going.
And if you want even more practice, we have more episodes right here on the channel. Check out our episode on how to talk about yourself in English. Really good for beginners.
Okay, back to our morning routine. Before we do shadowing, let's add one more short example. Just listen to this one. Some mornings, I wake up early and feel great. I get up right away, make coffee, and enjoy a quiet breakfast. Other mornings, I hit snooze, rush to get ready, and leave the house feeling stressed.
That's a really good contrast. Two very different mornings, but both are super common.
Exactly. And both give you useful English you can actually use in your own life. All right, one more thing before we finish. This is called shadowing. It's one of the best techniques for improving your speaking.
Here's how it works. We say a sentence. Then you repeat it out loud. Don't just think it, say it. Match the rhythm, the speed, the feeling. Copy the music.
Ready? Let's go. Repeat after us. I wake up at 7 every morning. I hit snooze a couple of times. Then I get up and make coffee. I get dressed and grab my bag. I head out the door around 8.
Great. Now try to say all of them together, one after the other. Like a little story about your morning. Go ahead.
And if you want, you can change the details to fit your real life. Maybe you wake up at 6:30. Maybe you drink tea, not coffee. Maybe you eat eggs. Maybe you skip breakfast completely.
That's the best way to practice. Make it yours.
Exactly. One more time, together in a full version. Every morning, I wake up around 7. I usually hit snooze once or twice. Then I get up, splash water on my face, get dressed, and make coffee. If I'm hungry, I grab something to eat. Then I head out the door and start my day.
That's such a solid real-life routine.
And here's the key thing. It doesn't have to be perfect. The goal is not to sound native. The real goal is to sound natural. That's it.
So, to recap, today we talked about waking up, getting ready, having breakfast, and described our full morning routines in natural English.
And the phrases to take with you: hit snooze, get up, splash water on my face, get dressed, make coffee, grab something to eat, head out the door.
Say them, use them, talk to yourself in the mirror if you have to. That's not weird, that's practice.
It really is. And that's what Learn English Buddy is all about. Real English. No stress. One episode at a time.
See you next time on Learn English Buddy.
See you next time. Bye.